So clap up again for our entrepreneurs. I wanted to this brother that I'm getting ready to bring up. I just want to see what he has to say to us. You know, he has some friends that have been getting on the mic, and he's been getting a little jealous of them because he hasn't been up here. So he was like, "I want to get on the mic tonight." And I said, "Well, I like that." So I want you all to welcome him as I welcomed him by clapping as we bring up
Hey everybody, how you doing? It looks so beautiful out here. So, I haven't been on the mic for a while, and I'm kind of old school, so I like to do things a little different, right? So, I did a piece some time ago, and because it is Pride Month, and because we are fighting for our rights and things like that, right now, I did a piece called I Belong Here, and so I was requested to do the piece tonight in honor of Pride and in honor of me being who I am, and I do belong here. So, what I'd like to do is have a little bit of audience participation. I need 3 people, right? I need 3 people. Don't be shy. Don't hurt it. Look, I know she's going to do it. Don't move. All right, so pass the tag. And then there was somebody back here. So on the actual sheets, you will see some words on the back, right? And what I want you to do, I want you to say those words when I point at you with all the conviction you got. Tonight, the mic has been hot. Tiffany started it off, and it's been rolling. So I want you to say those words on the back of that sheet with some conviction, right? Y'all understand what conviction is? Don't say it like blah, blah, blah. I want you to make it known and heard, right? Y'all with me? Okay, all right, let's get into it. See, I'm old school, I got a little paper. All right, so my piece tonight is called I Belong Here. I've been told I've been told a million times to go back to where I came from. I have been told too many days that it was not for me that he gave his only begotten son. Life, love, spirit, and salvation, I'm not supposed to have none. Because I'm positive my life should be done. For too many years, I believed that to be true. I believe that those men had my best interest in what I was supposed to do. When the pastor and the deacon told me that I would never see God, that I was different. You know that baby is special. He's soft, not hard, right? I'm 11 years old, and the 3 men are pointing at me. I thought I was like everyone else until they crushed my spirit, called God. I'm going to go here first.
Have your moment, share the
Whoa, hold on, capacity. You just got up here and did all of that? Come on, rewind it back.
Have your moment, shed some tears.
What?
Shake that shit off. Shift those years. Why? Because I belong here.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yes, indeed. Now back to this piece that I have composed. I'm speaking in rhymes, but I'm talking to those who would call me everything but my name and damn me for answering. I was so ashamed. Nobody cared for my mental and my spiritual. What they were all worried about was my physical. It was my fault that those men were lurking on the corners and at the stores. The same manly men that sought out women but wanted to follow me behind closed doors. Well, this pastor, preacher, these men I'm supposed to follow, well, they're running around here with souls that are hollow. You don't hear me today, but you might tomorrow. But to them you give life, and to me you gave sorrow.
Have your moment, shed some tears, shake that shit off, shake your tears.
Why?
I belong here.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about right there. Yeah, I'm loving that. Yeah. Tonight I stand before you, a black gay man who is thriving with HIV. Those men that made me believe that I can never be. That God had punished me with those 3 letters. However, my village, my tribe, it does get better. I was diagnosed with AIDS and I closed my eyes because I was praying for death, remembering all those manly secrets that I kept. Remember that God don't make mistakes, and this life is not given to you for you to fail. Stand up because you have come too far. I don't know who this is for tonight, but baby, you a star. Where you at back there?
Have your moment. Shed some tears. Shake that shit off.
Yeah.
Shift those gears.
Why?
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 Because I belong.
Yeah. All right, y'all, one last time. Sometimes, right, you have your moment. Have your moment, right? Have your moment. Don't hide it. Don't go behind it. Have your moment. And sometimes you might have to shed some tears, right? But what I want you to do is I want you to shake that shit off. And then I want you to shift those gears. Why? 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 Because what?
Hi, my name is Titan Capri. I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. Titan in the Morning is an inclusive space for your morning wake up. Every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. We come in and we say good morning because we love all the O's and R's and INGs. Then we grab our cups, put the topic in the cups, and then we sip. You will get a space and a place where you can be who you are just the way God made you, along with some breathwork breathing. And not to mention some movement with the Titans groove, sitting tat-tat-tat-tat. So come on in to this inclusive, brave, and safe space where we like to say good morning to our village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. The place to be is right here with me. I will see you there. Good morning. Good morning to you, y'all. Good morning. Look, y'all, I put a little something in the beginning, but you know that don't stop us from doing what we do. I just want to say to you all, good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. It was a little bit, I Belong Here. It's a piece that I did some time ago. I started it at Heart and Soul, being about the community. And I wanted to play it this morning because my topic this morning is I brought my own table, and that was part of my table. So let me back up just a little bit. Let me take a sip, and then I want to say good morning to you all the way that I say good morning. Indeed. Hold on. Yes, indeed. Good. What they say, llama, llama, demon, llama, 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 sema, llama, llama, llama. Good morning to you all. Y'all know what today is. Y'all know what we do. Y'all know how we do it. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. It's Titan in the Morning. It's Titan in the Morning. That's what it is. So y'all come see me. Y'all come do all the things and come be great and blessed and lovely and all of that stuff. I saw a lot of comments this morning while my piece was playing, but I'm gonna come back. I'm coming to you all. Let me go ahead and get in. TikTok, y'all tippity tap the middle of that screen. Let me know that y'all are in. Show me some love. Show me all of that. I got a goal this morning. If y'all want to help a brother, I give a little love offering. That's great. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X, all the lands, all across the lands. Y'all show me some thumbs up. Show me some hearts. Y'all like, y'all follow, y'all share, y'all subscribe. Tell a friend to come on in and kick their shoes off and have a good moment with us in the morning. In the mornings. Y'all with me this morning? Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Is something going on this morning? Wait. Something just happened. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me make sure I got my peoples. Somebody just said that I went blank. Hold on. Oh, okay, I got it. Woo! I was about to say, hold up. I thought I had rectified that problem. I was going to say, hold on. All right, y'all, let me go on over here Hey, good morning to you. Welcome in. Good morning. Hey, it's me. It's Miss Shorty, baby. That's my mom. I shared your live with her. Okay, come on. Come on. Yes, indeed. Hey, Christina. Hello and good morning. EJ said, I love your glasses. Thank you so much. I've been trying to do a little something different around these parts. You know, this good stuff over here. Okay. Thank you so much, Christina, for the follow. Thank you so much. It's Miss Shorty, baby. Miss Shorty, baby said, good morning, handsome. Yes, y'all know I like when they call me handsome and cute and all that good stuff. Hey, Lucy Lou, good morning. Now, Lucy Lou, let me tell you something, Lucy Lou. Let me say it like this. Good morning. Hey, Lucy Lou, good morning to you. That's the way Lucy wrote it. That's the way she wrote it. Hey, Denise, good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, Queen, good morning. That's what I'm talking about, Queen. Hey, Queen, good morning to you. Let me see who else. What else I got over here? Hey, Brenda, good morning. Hey, Mike, good morning. Hey, Sherelle, good morning. Vibe, good morning. Annie, good morning. Let me say it to you all like this. Good morning. Hey, Angela Hawkins, good morning. Yes, I love it. I love it. Now, look, that might not be how y'all typed it, but that's exactly how I'm saying it this morning. Okay, that's the way I see it. You know, and I got on these glasses this morning so I can see a whole different way. Okay. Hey, Vale, good morning, corazon. Yes, he said, good morning, corazon. I just love saying corazon. Corazon. All right, let me stop because y'all know I'm going to be through with this cup before we even get 10 minutes in, okay? Good morning to you. Good morning. Hey, good morning. Good morning, priestess. Good morning, living. Good morning, boss. Good morning. Okay. Looking. Okay, that mic showing up, Lucy Lou. I know, and I'm trying to ignore the mic just a little bit this morning because I already gave y'all a piece this morning. I don't want to do too much this morning. Hey, Lady Ray. Good morning. Good morning to you. Thank you all so much for the likes and the gifts and all of the things over here. Thank you so much, Vale, for the corazon. Hey, Miss Gwen. Good morning. Yeah, that's how Miss Gwen wrote it down in the comments. She said good morning to me, okay? She said good morning. I'm talking about all that. Hey, the real boss lady. Good morning. Hey, Queen Lotta. Good morning. Hey, over there on Podbean. Good morning. Y'all, I feel good this morning. Hold on. La 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 la. Good morning. Ah. Wait a minute, hold on. We still in this piece this morning? Okay. Y'all with me this morning? See, this microphone keep popping out, and I'm trying to say, microphone, back off me. You ain't got to be up on me like that, microphone. You ain't got to be up on me like that. I should deal with it. Hey, Drew, good morning. Drew said, hey, Titan, good morning. Y'all know I love all that kind of carried on. You know what, y'all? I feel good. It's a Thursday. I feel good. And so I just want to say, sit it, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Sit it, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Zoom, ta-ta-ta-doom, ta-doom, ta-doom, ta-ta-ta-doom, ta-doom, ta-doom, ta-ta-ta-doom. It's Titan in the morning. 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 Sibba-dibba-da-ta-doom, ta-doom, ta-ta-doom, ta-doom. Sibba-dibba-da-ta-doom, ta-doom, ta-ta-doom, ta-doom, doom. Zibba boom 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 pa zibba it's Titan in the morning. It's tighten in the morning. It's tighten in the morning. It's tighten in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. Tighten in the morning. Boom, 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 boom. Tighten in the morning. It's tighten in the morning. It's tighten in the morning. It's tighten in the morning. Yes. I love it. I love it. Y'all be letting me just go on and go on and go on and go on and all that. Now look, Lucy Lou, you see I had to get that microphone up out the way because the microphone kept playing with me. I'm over here knocking stuff over, and the microphone ain't got to play like that. Y'all know I love a good note, even if it sounds bad. Okay. Good morning. Hey, Dave. Good morning. Big sip. And, ooh, hold on, Dave. You had put a whole lot in that right there. You had put a whole lot in that right there. Okay. You shedding tears? Come on, shed those tears. That's what we do around these parts. We do all kind of entertainment. Some of it make you shed tears. Some of it make you cry. Some of it make you feel good. Some of it make you want to, yeah, you know. Well, welcome in to all of that. Dave said, it's a beautiful day, brother. Indeed it is. It is a beautiful day. You know, my grandmother used to say, it's always a good day when you wake up on this side of the earth. Okay. I'm just saying. It said, it's a good to see someone who's older that has the same thing as me, so positive. Come on, that's it right there. You know, let me know about it right there. I was diagnosed this year and I just don't know. And I'm 21. Well, I tell you what, it's T. Let me say, oh, that's cute. That's a little play on words like that. A little play on letters. I like that. So it's T. Welcome in. Yes, indeed. I am actually 54, right? I'll be 55 this year. And I am celebrating 20 years of thriving in my diagnosis. And I say thriving in my diagnosis because I believe that I'm living in my diagnosis, right? And so I want to send over all good vibes and great energy. And it's T. If you have any questions or anything like that, hit me up in the DMs and let me know. And yeah, and let's see what we can actually do to help you, to support you on your journey. It is not something that we take lightly. And so if I can do anything to help you in your journey here, you're only 21, right? And you may feel that life is over or things are just crashing out or going, hit me up. And, you know, if it ain't nothing but to just, you know, do a little talk, if it ain't nothing but just to sip, it's tea. Let me know. And that's if you want to, right? Because I'm asking for consent. You know what I mean? But yes, indeed. 20 years ago, I thought my life was over and my life was done. I thought that death was my only diagnosis. And here I am 20 years later, and life is my diagnosis, right? And it's all about how I do it and all about how I put it forward. But we got you. My peeps on here, they all of that. And you know what? It's T. Let me tell you something. Somebody said earlier time about, Titan, you old. You're right. I'm old. And I'm glad that you brought that into the space because here it is 20 years ago, right? I was in my 30s and I'm thinking that my life is over. You feel me? In my 30s, I'm thinking my life is over. Now it's T is saying they're 21 and they were just diagnosed. So could you imagine being 21 thinking that you got your whole life ahead of you to do the things that you do? And somebody over here said, well, Titan, it's not a death sentence anymore. But this is where we have to like make the determination here, right? And it's T. I'm using you as an example this morning because you made the comment, but this goes right into my topic this morning. I brought my own table, right? What we know is that diagnosis, what we know is that HIV, what we know about AIDS, what we know about the virus, what we know about the epidemic, the pandemic, what we know about these things is this also is mental, emotional, and spiritual. It's not just the physical part, right? Now, we may have gotten to this place physically, right? Because we know how HIV is transmitted. We know those things, right? However, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, I thought my life was over 20 years ago. So it's T, I could only imagine what you're feeling right now. And so I want to open the space up for you to come in, right? To be seen and heard and understood. And in your time, when you are ready to talk about it, be about it, do whatever you're going to do, then you go ahead and you move forward and you do that. But no, here at Titan in the Morning, the Titan Capri Experience, we got a place here. We have a place here, right? We're going to talk about it. We're going to be about it, but we also going to support and make sure that you are good in that, right? So thank you for being here. Thank you for being in. Thank you for being who you are. And remember, right? And remember, and this is what I say to everyone on the show and in this world. Love yourself right where you're at in this moment, right? We're not going to worry about what's going to happen in the future. Right now, in this moment, I want you to love yourself right where you're at in this moment. And this is not just for It's T, it's for everybody. So I'm going to start the show off today, right? And we're going to do this, right? Because I brought my own table as a topic this morning. So we always check in, and how we're going to check in this morning, we're going to check in by loving ourselves right where we're at in this moment. So y'all, I want y'all to plant yourself, plant your feet if you can. I want y'all to think about yourself, think about where you're at, and think about what you're doing. And what I want you to do this morning with me is to give yourself a hug. Y'all got me? Give yourself a hug, because I'm not going to lie to you. We out here in this world, and we out here going back and forth and burn round and round and up and down, and we don't know what the heck is happening. So I want you to stop, and I want you to love yourself right where you're at in this moment. And how we're going to do that this morning, we're going to give ourselves a hug. That's what we're going to do. Y'all with me? All right. I'm giving you some time. Come on. Come on, I'm giving you some time. Hey, Julia, good morning. Good morning to you. That look, Julia, you know I love all those O's and R's and INGs, so that's the way I said it, how I thought you put it in the comments. Okay, yeah. Hey, Julia. All right, y'all, so this is what we're going to do. I want you to plant yourself, plant your feet, plant your shoulders, and I want you to think about when children or babies give you hugs. They be so over exaggerated, right? It'd be like, ooh, like, you know what I mean? Like they giving you, I want you to think about yourself, right? I want you to think about your inner child, right? If you can do this, right? I want you to think about you don't have to go above and beyond. Just think about it. And I want you to give yourself that type of hug this morning. I want you to say to yourself, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Okay? We're going to count it down. We're going to count it down. But I want you to take your hands in your arms, and I want you to stretch them out, and then I want you to bring them in, and I want you to hug yourself. Hug yourself. Come on. Come on. I'm waiting on you. I'm not rushing. We're not rushing this morning. Well, hell, we don't never rush. But anyways, I'm not rushing this morning. All right? Okay, I'm going to do it one more time. Hands up. Stretch out. Wrap them around. And then I want you to say this to yourself. Put your name where my name is, right? And I want you to say this to yourself. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Put your name where my name is. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Can we do that? All right. So that's what we're going to do. All right. One last time. Hands up. Arms out. Wrap them around. Right. And on the count of 3, we're going to say it to ourselves, right? And then we're going to squeeze. And I want you to squeeze to the point that you feel like you're going to pop. I want you to squeeze it because I love you right where you're at in this moment. You with me? All right. On the count of 3, y'all got it? Put your name where my name is, right? And that's what we're going to say. Okay, I got you. All right. Y'all ready? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. Now hug yourself, squeeze. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. There will be other moments, but you will not have this moment again. So I love you right where you're at in this moment. Good, bad, or indifferent. I am not a mistake. I belong here. God did not make a mistake. I'm supposed to be here. Titan, I love you right where you're at in this moment. And there we go. And that's how we do it, y'all. That's how we do it. All right, Queen, no problem. Thank you for being here. That's how we do it. Y'all with me this morning? Ooh, that got me kind of hot. No, look. And then now I want to sip and I want to do all the stuff. Hold on. Ooh. This is what I believe, right? And this is for all of us. There are going to be people in this world that are going to make us feel as if we should not, as if we should not love ourselves, as if we should not be okay with who we are. There are going to be things that are going to happen to us. And we're going to feel, right? We're going to feel that this was supposed to happen to us. This was supposed to ruin us. This was supposed to do that. I want to tell you 20 years ago, laying in that hospital bed, begging, asking, praying for death, that was not my ministry at all. Right? So y'all, my topic this morning is I brought my own table. And T brought something into the space this morning, which I was going to touch on, but I'm so glad that you brought it into the space because I brought my own table. I brought my own Black, gay, HIV living table. I tried to be at everybody else's table. I tried to make them see it my way. I felt that something had to change. I felt that life needed to be different. And so 6 years ago, mind you, 14 years in my diagnosis, 6 years ago, I started on this advocacy journey. And the first thing that I had to do was love myself right where I was in this moment. And I had to be honest that I had not been honest to myself. I brought my own table. I had to be honest that I was sitting in these meetings and these sessions and these conferences and all of these things, and I just did not feel seen, heard, or understood. My diagnosis was a horrible one. And I had been lying the whole time that it was my fault. Now, I'm not going to tell you I didn't have any responsibility, right? I didn't have any accountability in this, because I do, and I did, and I will going forward. However, what I was doing, while I was lying to myself, thinking that I was assimilating, thinking that I was hiding, thinking that I was here to do what I was here to do, but I couldn't stand out. I couldn't stand in the front. I didn't remember what my power was. I didn't understand my position, and I was not on purpose. I brought my own table. What I didn't understand during that time is that I needed to be me, just the way God made me to be. Now, y'all, some of y'all are going to argue with yourselves or argue with your mama. Whichever way we're going to do it this morning, right? Because that's what we're not going to do. Because people told me that I couldn't do. People told me I shouldn't do. People told me that I was an abomination. People told me that I was nasty and tainted and all of these things. And then they want to sit here and say that I can't be at the table. I brought my own table. I am the table. Period. What I didn't know was that I was already trying to get into the room, but I couldn't get in the room because my table was big. My table was clacking against the sides of the wall. My table was not small enough to fit through the door. I had to turn a certain way to come through the door because I was the table. I was already setting it up. I didn't have all of the placemats and the nice silverware and all that stuff on it, but I did because I knew where I was, but I wasn't real with myself. I wasn't honest with myself about where I was. I wasn't honest with myself about the placement of my table. Y'all catch me this morning? I wasn't honest about it. Hey, 504 girl, good morning. Good morning to you. Hey, 504 girl, good morning. Hey, my Benita. Benita said, you are the table. Baby, you are the table. Yes, indeed, Vanita. Cause that's one of my mentors over there. She didn't know she was my mentor, but she was my mentor because she told me something early on that made me go and make sure that I exercised that table. She said, your table scared them. And I didn't know that then, but I know it now. And a lot of times, y'all, people say, oh, well, you're being self-centered. You're being this, you're being that. No, that's not what it was. I knew that I had something. I knew that something was in me, and I knew that I was here for a reason. I knew all those years ago, God said to me that it's not your time. So stop asking. It's not your time. You got work to do. Right? And so this morning, when I brought my own table as being the topic this morning, I want you to understand I brought my own table. And my table, my purpose, right? Because we're going to get to that. We're gonna put that on there. My purpose is to be me. I am the table. I brought myself into the space, so I brought my table. But I had to be honest with myself. Titan, what's your power? Titan, what's your power? Right? What's your power, Titan? Well, I know I can do this. I know I can do that. Titan, you are the power. You want to advocate? You're the power of advocacy. You want to be there? You're the power. So, Titan, I've put you in positions. This is me and my God having a conversation. Because my God told me, bruh, if you don't stop asking me to let you go, I'm not letting you go because you got work to do. I put you on this earth for a reason. So I need you to get that power back. You've never lost it. I just need you to bring it to the forefront. Power. What's my power? My power is that I can talk. I can soothe the atmosphere. I am blessed in many ways. Power. I never lost my power. My mama told me just last year we were having a conversation. She said, you talk to people all the time. I had that gift, power. Power, position. I thought my position was to be gone 20 years ago. That was just the beginning. That was my position. And in 2019, I started my journey in my purpose. I brought my own table. The only purpose that I have on this earth, the only purpose that I have to my higher power, the only purpose that I have to this world and this universe and all of that, right? The only power, the only power, position, and the purpose I have is to be me. Y'all, do you know how powerful it is to love who you are? Flaws and all. Do you know how powerful it is to sit in the fact that you were uniquely made? Do you know how powerful it is for you to be on purpose, loving you? Now, I'm not going to tell you don't love nobody else. I'm not going to tell you you're not going to have love for somebody else. But I'm going to tell you, in the midst of it all, when you are down in that ditch and you're covered in mud, you got to remember that you brought your own table. What I have, what you have, right, was already built in. God told me, bruh, shut up. Stop asking those questions. Because I'm not going to grant those. I'm not going to answer those because I put you on this earth for a time. And some people are here for a short time. Some people are for a long time. Some people have a reason, a season, and a lifetime. And so sometimes that's just what it is. But what you will not do is continue to ask me to let you go. You got work to do. I brought my own table. I started the Titan Capri experience because I wanted people to have a human experience. Because my diagnosis, my experience, right, with AIDS, because that's how I was diagnosed, what my experience with AIDS was not a good one. It hurt. I was in the hospital, in and out. I didn't understand what was happening. I thought that everything that was happening was because I was against God. I was not of God. God had made a mistake by bringing me here and doing the things. And so at that point, I said, let me go. But what I didn't understand, here I am 20 years later. I've been on stages. I have traveled. I have met people. I have done the things. My name has been in magazines and I've been on TV and all. Like, I'm not bragging. I'm saying I brought my own table. Y'all, if you want to believe that you are uniquely made, or you want to believe that you don't have any significance in this world, I want to tell you that you do. I want to tell you that it's not what's wrong with you, it's what happened to you. You with me? I want you to forever remember power, position, and purpose. Remember those 3 P's, because that's how I brought my own table. I had to figure out what my power was because I lost it somewhere along the way. Right? Because I wasn't paying attention to it. You know what they say about your talents and the things that you have. If you don't use it, you will lose it. If you don't use it, you will lose it. Right? And so I wanted to say to you all this morning, you are forever powerful. You will forever be in position. But if you are not on purpose, you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to be creative with it because you're not living in your truth. This is I statements. I, me, Titan, me. Y'all, I wasn't living in my truth. And I started saying that I'm on purpose. I'm on purpose. My purpose is to be me. Y'all, when God sent out the signal to the universe, when God sent out the vibes and the frequencies to put into your body, because this is just a shell, but to put into your body so that you would be able to vibe and have frequency at such a level that people cannot deny you. I brought my own table. When people tell you that you have an old soul, when they say that you have good energy, when they say they like being around you, when they tell you that they love your hugs, they can't wait to hug you. Uniquely made. Y'all, and I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the pandemic almost tore me down because I love interaction. I love energy. I love the transference and all of that. And I couldn't touch people. I couldn't be like, I could see them virtually, and then we had to have on masks, and then you didn't want to do this and that. And so it was always like, oh my God. And so I tell people all the time, I'd be like, they'd be like, hey, my name is such and such. And I'm like, I'm Titan Capri. Y'all, I'm a hugger. Are you okay with me hugging you? Because I understand that in this world, a lot of things are happening to us, and we don't have the opportunity, right, to be on purpose, according to other individuals. You with me? But according to you, according to me, I brought my own table. So I'm going to be on purpose. And I was intentional about the table that I brought. We're going to get to that in just a second. Let me get to these comments. Okay, Vanita said, your table has power. Indeed. Yes, indeed, Vanita. Yes, indeed. Hey, Keisha. Keisha said, good morning, Titan. Mm-hmm. Keisha, I had felt that, yes. Hey, nothing but sugar. Good morning. She said, that's right, sugar. Benita said, if folks don't believe, we will believe in you until you do. And that part right there. So y'all, I always talk about my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. And I know that's a mouthful, right? I know that's a mouthful. But Vanita and Keisha and Queen and 504 Girl and Miss Gwen and Vale and Angela and Daryl and Tim and Chris, it's T, right? As of now, Lucy Lou, that's my village, my tribe, my gang, right? And my chosen family. And a lot of times, y'all, I could not have believed, I could not have been in belief of myself if I didn't have my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. I know I mentioned just a couple of people that are on here this morning, but I'm being real with you. I have a vast village, tribe, gang, and chosen family. They're a part of my community. They're a part of my family. They're a part of my upbringing. They're a part of my travel. They're around. But here's the thing, y'all. I talked to all of them. When I got ready. Well, I talked to those that were close in my base, right? Because I want to make sure that I'm clear on this. I had to be honest with them about where I was, because I had not told them, I had not expressed to them that I was a Black gay man living with HIV. The majority of my circle, my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family, they cried. They felt that I didn't trust them enough with what I was going through, with who I was, right? So they were mourning because they didn't know that they had almost lost me, quote unquote. And so I had to let them know that this was not about you. It wasn't that I disliked you, I didn't trust you. It was every bit of me liking myself, loving myself, and trusting who I was. I had to remember that I have purpose. I had to remember that God didn't make a mistake. I had to remember that. I had to find my power again. I brought my own table. I had to understand the position I was in. I brought my own table. And then I had to understand that I am purpose. I am on purpose. And my only purpose is to be me. I brought my own table. Now, y'all, I'm not going to lie to you. There were some bumps and bruises and some detours. There were some stops. There were some tickets, right? Challenging me, telling me that I couldn't do this, telling me that I should not do this. Why are you doing this way? Nobody's ever going to understand that. Nobody's ever going to get that. And y'all, I reclused back into who I was, who I thought I was. That was out the window. I reclused back into. Y'all, we're going to talk some Ebonics today. So y'all want to correct my grammar, correct it and do whatever you want to do, right? Because that ain't what we're talking about today. The grammar ain't the piece, right? So I'm just letting y'all know that we're going to be a little Ebonic today. You might hear words that are going backwards. You might hear some Yoda. You might hear whatever it is, but stay with me. Stay with me. I brought my own table. I brought my own table. Hey, Larry, good morning. Hey, the king. The king said, good morning, Positive King. Hey, good morning to you. Hey, JRP, thank you so much for the love. Nothing but sugar. Thank you so much for the love. Yeah, thank you for the gifts. Hey, Pleasant, good morning. How are you today? I am blessed and feeling good, right? I am on purpose. How are you today? How are you today? Let's see who else I got over here. Hold on, y'all. Trying to make sure. So here's my thing. And I want to say this. Glad to know you're doing well, Pleasant. Glad to know you're doing well. So let me scoot up just a little. Let me scoot up just a little. I want to say this because a lot of times we don't know where we are. Right? On this journey. We feel that we are on the journey right where we're supposed to be, right? And I believe that. Good, bad, or indifferent. The only thing is, on that journey where we are, we're right where we're supposed to be, I wasn't loving myself. That's the purpose. I've been in so many positions to where loving myself would have catapulted me to a whole nother level. And I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but I'm talking to you, but I'm also talking to myself. I believe in divine intervention. I believe that everything is in your time. But here's the thing. If I would have understood, if I would have just went through the motions, then it wouldn't have meant as much as it means now, right? I probably was not ready for what was about to happen because remember, my God told me, stop asking these questions, bro. Like, what are you doing? Right now, it's not for you. When your time comes, your time is going to come. But right now, I am telling you, stop asking. I'm not letting you go. You got work to do. You got work to do. So what are you doing? Y'all, I'm going to say this, and I've said it before, and a lot of you all have heard my story, but I was in that hospital bed. I was having seizures. I had a central in my chest. I had tubes running in and out of me, all of the things, right? And I thought I was on my way out. I started having seizures, right? And so at that moment, I said, okay, it's time. Okay, God is answering my questions, right? Not even my prayers, because I was questioning, why am I still here, right? It got dark. And y'all, I'm on a spiritual level, and y'all know this. I've told this story 1,000,000 times, I think, or 100 times, or how many other times I've told it. But it always brings me back to that moment. It got dark and really, really cold, right? My mama said that my face contorted. That's what she told me afterwards, that my face contorted. And she asked me to stop playing with her. I don't know nothing from that point. We were just eating lunch or whatever it was they had brought in. Y'all know how Have y'all ever been in the hospital and y'all get pudding and jello? Baby. Baby. The nurse, I was asking the nurse, could I get a couple of more jellos? So a couple of more puddings. She had brought me some puddings, and baby, I was sitting there with my mama and I was chomping on them puddings. What? What? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Okay. Hey, Willie, good morning. Sorry for the late entry. Willie, it don't matter about you being late. The thing is that you're here. That's that matters. Okay. Love you. Love you. Okay. So anyways, y'all. So I was asking for the puddings, right? And I was in there with that spoon, carrying them puddings up. And me and my mama was talking because I was supposed to get out the hospital on that Monday, right? So they were going to come in, assess, and make sure that I was good, right? I was feeling better, and then I started having seizures. And they were just coming. Okay, it's tea, the pudding, baby. The pudding is the pudding, okay? I don't know if any of y'all ever been in, but that pudding, woo, that pudding is good, 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 okay? And then back then, they had just started making like the mix. It was like the chocolate and the vanilla, or the chocolate and the, what's the name? Oh my God. Anyways, y'all, hold on. Anyways, so I started having these seizures, right? I laid back. What I remember was laying back on the bed, right? Everything went dark, right? And it was so quiet. It was so quiet. And I felt water, right? Y'all, I'm a Pisces, so thank y'all so much. I'm a Pisces, so y'all know how that goes. But I felt water, or I heard water, and it got really, really cold. And in the distance, right, of this darkness, of this blackness, there was this light that was way, 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 way back. Y'all, I dream in color, so hold on. Okay, all right, Pisces gang, okay. So I saw this light, and as it got quieter, the light got loud. It got loud. Come to find out, I was sitting there. I was like, well, I don't even know if I was sitting there. But anyways, I was there, and it came like, have you ever felt like something is about to happen, right? But you can't really see it, but you can feel it, right? Like my whole essence, my soul, or my spirit was like, oh crap, oh crap. This is it, right? You asked for it. This is it. And y'all, out of the darkness, that light came a hand. And I heard the word stop. Out of the darkness came a hand. And not just any hand. It was a huge hand. So huge, it wiped out all the darkness. That's all I could see was this hand. And it said stop. And the way I say it, it says, stop. And it was so thunderous and so loud, but so quiet at the same time. I was talking with somebody last month, and they said, Titan, tell your story, but tell it like that. Tell it with all the vibrancy and the colors. Tell it like that. Now, I tell my story. Y'all know I can talk. I tell my story. But I had not been telling my story with a lot of vibrancy and all the color, right? Because I felt like it was going to make people go away from me telling my story. So I've told the story, but I haven't told the story like this. But a handful of times, maybe 2 or 3, right? I've told the story, but I wasn't telling it with all the fervor and all the colors. So today, y'all, that's what we doing today, because I brought my own table, right? That hand came up and boom, right? And said, stop. Bruh, if you ask me that one more time, now, I don't know what was going to happen, but stop. This is not for you. The coldness went away. I wouldn't say that I was warm. It's just the coldness went away. And the words were ringing in my ear. You got work to do. I didn't bring you here to let you go. This today is not for you. So stop asking me to let you go. You are my child. You have purpose. And until you fulfill that purpose, you're not allowed to ask me to let you go. You're not allowed until you get to your purpose. And even then, your time has already been cemented. So you're going to go and you're going to do things and you're going to be here and you're going to do that, all of this stuff. All right, y'all, let me get back to it. Stop. The coldness went away. The words were resounding in my ear, just like boom, 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 boom. I could feel my heart. Boom, 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 boom. I could feel it. And the words said to me, you are not a mistake. You belong here. And y'all, in that moment, the warmness came. I opened one eye. I saw the nurse. I looked down. I saw my cousin, I think, or my aunt. I saw my mama, my grandmother. And then I looked down at the end of the bed where my feet were, and I saw the doctor. And a lot of you were going to know this doctor when I say this doctor's name. I always give him props. I saw Dr. Gath. And Dr. Gath pat me on my foot and said, there you are. There you are. You're going to be all right. We got you. Dr. Gaff went so far as to explain to me and my mama, and I forget who else was in the room, where I was, what this AIDS diagnosis was, what HIV was, what the journey was going to be, how they were going to get me back to where I need to be, to myself, right? They were going to make sure that I was good. I had a journey ahead of me. But this is how we're going to do it. Since my diagnosis, Dr. Gath was the first doctor, and he's a doctor of color. He's an African-American man. That man told my black body how I was going to heal and come back. Nothing against the other doctors in that aspect, but yes, because the other doctors were not people of color, and they treated me as if I was some resilient thing that didn't need to be told that I was just going to bounce back. But Dr. Gaff said, bruh, let me tell you a little something, right? We are different. We are black men. This is how this is going to go down, right? And y'all, I know everybody's going to say it's Black History Month. So I'm going to give a little black history, right? Because this is my black queer history that I'm telling y'all right here. That man, we celebrate him, Black History, but we celebrate him 24/7, 365, because that man in infectious disease helped hundreds and thousands of us come from the brink of death. Now, if y'all don't know Dr. Gaff, y'all just Google him. Gathe. Google him, and you will see this man made sure. I want to say it was year before last, 2024. I got the opportunity almost some 20 years later, opportunity to tell this man how he changed my life. How him being a black doctor, infectious disease black doctor, changed my life and so many others in this world. And y'all, I want to say this on Black History Month, right? He's one of the reasons why I brought my own table. Representation. He looks like me. He shows up in this world like me. He has the label of a black man like me. That Caucasian doctor walked in that room and said, "You have AIDS," and walked out, and I heard nothing from them ever again. I brought my own table. Y'all, I had to work at it. But Dr. Gaff assured me and what was said to me is that we're not going to give up on you. The only way we can give up on you is you give up on yourself. That's the only way. I had to understand. No, I believe it's G-A-T-H-E, not G. I believe it's T-H-E. Yes, Dr. Gaff. Joseph Gaff. Dr. Gaff. Look, I had to go ahead on and check it out. Because I tell him that, and I had the opportunity in 2024 to advise him that he was one of the reasons I am still on this earth today. He's one of the reasons why I started the Titan Capri experience, to have a human experience. And I used to say not a black experience, not a white experience, not a black or brown experience, but a human experience. But y'all, let me tell you, no, I need you to have an experience, a black experience. I need you to understand what that is. And so I represent that. I'm a black man all day long, every day. The color of my skin does not wash away. Oh, that rhymed. Every day, wash away. Anyways, so I had to make sure I brought my own table. Y'all, I say this all the time, right? This is my little joke when I go into rooms and stuff like that. I said, I promised myself and my God 3 things, right? And this is what I promised myself and my God 3 things, because I'm going to be on purpose. Number 1, I'm going to look good and smell good. Number 1, I'm going to look good to the best of my ability. I want to be cute. I want to be sexy and all of that. Number 2, I'm going to smell good. My grandma used to say cleanliness is next to godliness. So I'm going to smell good. I'm going to be good. So when I give you that hug, you got that. But number 3, I'm going to be on purpose. I'm going to talk my ish. I'm going to know my ish. Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin. Create. Hey, cousin. So I'm going to do that. And those are 3 things that I hold still to. And y'all, you can say what you want to say, and people will say, oh, well, that's kind of self-centered. No, I know what my power is. My power is to be in position and represent. My power is to talk my ish, but also my power is my very spirit. My very essence. When I walk in, I was told that I could change the atmosphere in a room. I was told that I could shift the narrative. But I had to be true to myself. I had to be honest with who I am and where I am. I had to be on purpose. I brought my own table. So I started with my village, my tribe, my gang, and my chosen family. Hey, y'all, can we gather up together? Hey, y'all, can we have a moment? Hey, right now, this is what's happening in the world. Hey, y'all, I am someone living with HIV. This is what happens. Yes, it's not what it was 20 years ago, but it is still a thing. Yes, I still take medication. Yes, I still go to the doctor. Yes, if something happens in this world, I'm always making sure that I'm up to date with what's going on because it affects me, not only because I'm living with HIV, but because I'm human. And I understand that I show up differently in this world. All right, Cassette, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And so, y'all, when I started to bring my table with me, when I started to want to show up with my table, y'all follow me. Follow me. Follow me. When I started to show up with my table, I had to make sure what I had on the table was tangible, was real, was honest. That's how I had to show up. Y'all with me? That's how I had to show up. And I'm not going to tell you that my power was not clear. I'm not going to tell you that my position was not clear. But I am going to tell you that those things were not clear until I was on purpose. And the purpose was being me. Those things were not clear until I was on purpose, standing, being the surveyor of my table. And I said, oh, that's what you meant when you said I had work to do. That's what you meant when you said that I was going to make a difference. That's what you meant when you said standing in your truth, Titan, is going to be the very thing that takes you to the next level. That's what you meant. Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. I brought my own table. And y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something because I want y'all to be in this with me and understand that every bit of my being I brought to that table. The color, the pizzazz, the smell good, the razzle-tazzle, everything I brought to that table. I wanted y'all to, when I said I wanted y'all to be there, and then my spirit says, sir, hold up, hold up, hold up. You brought your table. But what you do not want to do is open yourself up to more trauma and stigma. Now look at that table. And look at that table with all that clutter on it. Are they going to hear you? Are they going to see you? Are they going to understand you? Y'all, because I'm not going to tell you don't be who you are. I'm not going to tell you not to swim upstream. I'm not going to tell you not to buck the system. But my spirit, my God, the universe said to me, bruh, that table is a mess. That table is a mess. I need you to clean it up because with me bringing my own table, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get this hair out of my face and pull it down over these glasses. With you bringing your own table, and this is important. This is important. With you bringing your own table, your table is not supposed to go everywhere you want it to go. Huh? With you bringing your own table, your table is not supposed to go everywhere you want it to go. Huh? Oh, I'm going to say it again for those in the mezzanine and those in the nosebleed. When you bring your table is not supposed to go everywhere you want it to go. Hallelujah. It's supposed to go where you need it to go. And sometimes you got to curate that table, right? A certain way so that it can fit into those spaces and places. There are spaces and places where I wanted to go. My table was not going to fit, no matter how I turned it, no matter how much I flipped it upside down, no matter how much grease I put on the side so I could slide through the door. It wasn't for me. That's not my ministry. And y'all, I had to swallow that because I thought I was supposed to go everywhere. But God said to me, bruh, I didn't keep you on this earth for you to go over here and over there, because the last time you went over there, that trauma almost took you out. You haven't dealt with that trauma in a way that will be conducive to what I need for you to do. There are people over here, not over there, over here, that I need you to reach. So I need you to get that table together. I need you to get a retractable, a foldable, a boom, 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 boom table so you can look like you're not carrying a big table. But you get through that threshold and you poop, pop, 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 flip it out. And the people can't help but notice, because that's where you need to be. Don't worry about them. You don't need to show them nothing. You ain't got to prove nothing to them over there. But these people right here that I got for you, that's where you need to be. Notice I said need and not want. I wanted to prove, show y'all. I brought my own table. What you gonna do? And God said, that's not what I brought you here for. Bruh, you at the wrong door. Go 2 doors down. Now those people in there, that's what I brought you here for. And longevity is the key. I don't want no microwavable something. I need for it to sit. I need for it to boil. I need for you to get a good stew going. I need preparation, Titan. No. Come on, JRP, crock pot. I need you to turn that mug on to a nice old temperature. I need you to put them ingredients in, and I need you to put that top on that, and I need you to sit that mug in the center of your table, because all of the nutrients and the vitamins and everything that's in that crock pot, that's going to be for the people. That's why I brought you here. That's why 20 years ago I didn't let you go. So stop trying to show your behind. Stop trying to go over there and get your lick back and do what I told you to do. Y'all, I had to be obedient. I had to sit down and say, you know what? That's not what it is. And y'all, it was a lot of times that people were saying things to me and I was just like, I just took it and internalized it. And I was like, I'm not going over there no more. I'm not going to do that. Right? And I said, if you're going to guide me, then you guide me. Let my spirit know. Right? And I've always had it, y'all. I've always had it. I've always had that inner spirit, that inner God that said, hey, don't do that. I need you to go. I need you to do that. And back in the day, I'd be like, I'm fine. Skip to the loo. And then I was over here crying. The 4 walls enclosed in. I don't know why this happened to me. I don't know why this is going on. Because you went over there and I told you don't go over there. I shook you to the very core and said, don't you go over there. But you had to prove a point. You had to get your lick back. You had to show them. And I told you that's not what you need. I brought my own table. So y'all, when I come on the platforms, despite all of the bad, all of the ugliness that comes my way, when I do this, I understand where I'm at. I understand who I am. I get it. But I also understand that I'm human. And I understand that this world is not always going to make sense to everyone about everything. But what I do know What I do know is that I'm in power. What I do know is that I'm in position. What I do know is that I have purpose. And my purpose is to be me. That's what I know. That's what I know. And that's why I brought my own table. I don't know if my table would be what it is today if I had not experienced the trauma, the stigma, the letdowns. If I had not experienced that hand, if I had not experienced that cold, I don't know what my table would look like if I had not experienced it. But I had to get past it in the sense of, how do I heal? And I'm still healing. I'm not telling you I'm healed. I'm still healing. I started going to therapy because I needed therapy to speak on, talk about, be about those things that happened to me. And y'all, it's a horrible thing when you believe that your only role on this earth is to be a doormat. That everything that has happened to you is something that should happen to you because of who you are. And I want to tell you that God didn't make a mistake. I want to tell you that you are worthy of love and life and laughter. I want to tell you that you can bring your own table. And you can stand up and be accounted for at your table. And I want to say this to you. Your table can be a 3x5 table. Your table can be as big as this coffee cup. Your table can be as big as, I don't know, this fan. You with me? But it's not the size of the table. It's the content. It's not the size of the table. It's the content. It's the power, the position. It's the purpose. So y'all, I have this camera stand. Hold on. I have this tripod. Oh, I call it a tripod. I'm gonna show y'all. This is my tripod. And it fits into my bag. Everywhere I go, I always carry it with me. Because I like taking pictures. I like capturing the moment. I like being in the moment, right? Everybody pretty much know me. But I needed me something that was compact. I had another tripod, right? Or a camera stick, if you want to call it that. I had that. And it was big and bulky. So when it sat on my table, it obscured the view. People had to go around it. People had to go up in, right? And it had to stay up because you had to put the pieces together. I needed something that I could use that would be something that could take pictures of someone that's 6'1", right? Myself and anybody else. But I also needed something that when it was time to go, I could compact it and put it in my bag. Y'all with me? Stay with me. Stay with me. This tripod, everybody knows it. Everybody knows. They always ask me, Titan, do you got your tripod today? Do you have it? Yes, you know I got it because I'm doing that. Right? But they were saying, well, I don't see it because it's compact. It can go down into my, this. Okay. Leave me alone. All right, it can go down into my bag. So this is what it is. This is how it looks. But this also is what it is. Y'all see it? I'm still pulling out. Okay, that might not go over too well for some people. You see how long it is? Y'all with me? And the reason I'm showing you this today is because your table can be this small. Can be this small. Yeah, I paused. It can be this small. I don't have to show you my table for you to be in awe. I show up. Okay, it's tea. Okay, nothing but sugar. Amen. It's tea said, but it's still my table. And that's the point. My spirit said, you don't have to show your table to everybody until the time is right. Some people don't need to know what's on your table. They just need to understand the content when you put that table down, when you open that table up, when you show them the contents of that table, when you let them know how that table works. Because remember, they asked me, Titan, you got your stick? Yeah, I got it. Now, it is something else when I go through security. Because security be thinking it's a nightstick. They be thinking I'm being ready to pop somebody. Oh, but let's be clear. Let's be clear. It works. It works. It's not a nightstick, but it works. Y'all hear it? Believe me. Clickety clack clack. Bap, 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 bap. What? But this, you feel me? Y'all always doing the do. Y'all know what? I don't have time for y'all. I swear. I swear. But that's my thought process this morning. I brought my own table. But I had to stop showing my table before it was ready. I had to stop trying to get my lick back for those naysayers. I had to stop, as my spirit told me. Y'all, I believe my spirit is my God. I believe that this essence of mine is very much godly. And it guides me. But it cannot guide me if I'm not obedient to it. So when my spirit told me, stop showing your table to everybody, it's not for them. Stop showing up at that door right there and go 2 doors down like I told you. And then show that table. And Titan, what did that table do for you? Y'all, I was able to apply for a grant. And I've never applied for a grant by myself. I took a grant writing class. And I still wasn't sure. I was a little shaky. Years later, I applied for a grant last year. And I got the grant to do the things that I do. I brought my own table. Your gifts will make room for you. But remember, in bringing your table, it's not what you want. It's what you need. So I want to say this to you all, because I know some of y'all are out there like, I'm going to get my lick back. You get your lick back. But let me tell you how you get your lick back. You roll up into those spaces and places. Uh-huh. Hold on. You look good. Mm-hmm. You smell good. And you show up because your name and your reputation is already in the room before you get there. You with me? But you show up and you just be as easy breezy as you want to be. Hey, how you doing? Hey, good morning. Hey, good morning. Yes, it was a lovely day. Yes, all of that. And then you go into your bag and you pull out your table. And then you say to yourself, this is your lick back. Y'all caught the wink? This is your lick back. Then you say, watch me while I work. They already know who you are. They already know you was coming. They already invited you. They already got you on stage. They already ready to pay you your coin. Right? Because I brought my own table. And every time I showed up, I was obedient to what it was. Longevity. Remember I said that earlier on? Longevity. I made sure that my name, that who I am, my power, my position, my purpose, me being me, was on that table. In a way, in such a way that you could see it, feel it, and understand it. See it, hear it, and understand it. I brought my own table. Thank y'all so much for being here with me. Thank y'all so much for the support that y'all always give me. Because with me bringing my own table, I opted not to do a structured type of outline for my show, for my Titan Capri experience. Of course, I got the blueprint, yes. But I said to myself, I can't do it the way that everybody else has been doing it. And God said to me that you're not supposed to, because you're uniquely made. Yes, you're going to be in the arena with other heavy hitters. And they're going to be bringing their tables and setting their tables up, and they're going to be doing the same thing. But don't you fear. Your table is just as formidable as theirs. You do it on purpose. And your purpose is you. Loving yourself in this moment, respecting your peace, protecting your peace, understanding what your trauma and stigma is, understanding that not everything is for you. I brought my own table. This is my last piece to this before I get out of here. Y'all don't take your table lightly. Your table may be a little wobbly. Your table, you might have to put a little something under one of the legs. Your table may only have one leg. Your table may be round. Your table may be square. Your table may be something that people have never seen. Your table may have all the glitz and glamour and the glitter on it. But it's your table. Yours. Y'all, when I first started this, I did not want my HIV status on the table. Now, here's a real moment. I hated that part of me because I let my guard down and something happened to me. Yes, I waited till the end to start talking like this because y'all not finna give me the ugly cry. I hated my HIV status. I didn't want to talk about it because I'm reminded every day when I take my medication I'm reminded when I go in. I'm reminded when an epidemic or a pandemic happens. I'm reminded of my HIV status. I was reminded when I said that I was diagnosed with AIDS and people telling me I can't say AIDS anymore. But that's part of my story. That's part of my history. I'm reminded when people are diagnosed by themselves. I started doing advocacy work, linkage to care, peer navigation, because I didn't want anybody to go through what I went through. I did not want my HIV status on my table. Again, you're not going to get me. You're not going to be able to talk down to me. You're not going to be able to do that. But y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all heard my intro. My intro said that I am a black gay man living with HIV and celebrating 20 years in my diagnosis. This is an inclusive space. An inclusive, brave, and safe space for you. But y'all, I'm not going to tell you that I'm not nothing without my HIV status, but it is a part of me. And it's what gave me purpose. Now, am I going to tell you I didn't have purpose before my HIV status? I sure did. But this HIV status, me being diagnosed with AIDS and only having 4 T cells and thinking that my life was over, it catapulted me into HIV awareness, HIV criminalization, HIV medication, linkage to care, peer navigation. How do I get there? I wanted to know everything about this thing that was going to take me out of this world, but it wasn't my time. God said to me, Titan, I said, your table is not going to be the glorious, magnificent, beautiful, attention-getting table that I needed to be without your HIV status. Without you identifying as a black gay man living with HIV. That table is a part of you. That table is you. And if you leave out those core things, then you will not be doing the work I put you on this earth to do. Say what now? I don't want to talk about it. It hurts. I don't want to do this. Okay, you don't have to do it. 14 years later, when I decided to do it, everything started doing what it was supposed to do. Tina Turner said something. She said that if you respect who you are, if you do it for you, like be in the spirit and understand that you are it, everything else will come clear. Everything else. You have the power. You're in position. You are the purpose. All right, y'all. Until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be great. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Look, let me tell y'all something. Every Tuesday and Thursday, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, it's Titan in the Morning. Y'all come see me. Y'all come be with me. Y'all come do the things. Tell your friends, hey, Light Bright over on Podbean. Hey, Spanky over on Podbean. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning to you all. Look, y'all, good morning to all of you all. Carol, I saw you over there. Good morning to you. BB, I saw you over there. Good morning. I'm sorry I didn't get to all the comments, But y'all, I want to say this to you. I stopped trying to put myself into a box, right? What I found out was when I opened up my table would always bust outside the box. Mm-hmm. I brought my own table. When you start on this journey, when you start to live in your power, be in position and be on purpose, you are not going to fit in a box. A lot of people are going to leave the sandbox because they can no longer play with you. I brought my own table. You are the table. Love your table. Right where it's at in this moment. Build on your table. Understand where you're taking your table. Let your table be cute, fine, sexy. Dress it up nice. Let your table smell good, be inviting. And then let the content on your table talk that ish. You feel me? I brought my own table. And what you have to understand is sometimes your table doesn't need to be so big and gaudy. But every now and then, I want you to be big and gaudy. Because the content is already there. Sometimes you're going to have to put it on so others can see it far, far away. But sometimes you just have to walk in with your table inconspicuously. And then when it's time, let them know what it is. All right, y'all. I love y'all. Love y'all. Until next time, y'all be good. Y'all be great. Y'all be gravy. Oh, I love y'all. Let us sip one more time before we get out of here. So y'all going over TikTok. Y'all going over to my TikTok shop and get y'all a Titan in the Morning mug. I got this one here white. I got the black ones. Get you some socks, candles, all of the things over there. Show me some love. Show me some thumbs up, hearts, all that good stuff. But go on over and, bless a brother if you want to. If not, that's good. Show me some gifts and all that good stuff over there. YouTube, Facebook, Insta, Podbean, X. Y'all go on over to my shop. Grab y'all a little something and do a little something. Now, y'all know we headed into March, right? We about to hit Pisces season in a couple of days, right? Going down the road. Well, about another week or so, about to hit Pisces season. So y'all know what that is. Y'all know what that is. So I'm going to be asking y'all, to go on over and do a little brother one, you know what I'm saying, in the Pisces season. But anyways, look, I love y'all, love y'all, love y'all. Thank you so much. And then here's, oh, it's time to go? Okay. I got it. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Until next time, y'all be blessed. Thank you so much, Jazzy. Thank you so much, It's T. Thank you so much, Lucy Lou. Thank you so much, JRP. Thank you so much, Dave. Thank you so much, Keisha. Thank you so much, Sonia. Hey, Sonia, good morning. I know I probably, I hope I didn't miss you on that. Thank you so much, Willie. Thank you so much, Larry. Thank you so much, Vanita. Thank you so much, Miss Gwen. Thank you so much, the 504 girl. Thank you so much, Julia. Thank you so much, Vale. Thank you so much, Angela. Thank you so much, Jack. Thank you so much, lovely lady. Thank you so much, Lucy Lou. Thank you so much, Sonny. Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you so much, Brobag, thank you so much. Kiara, I think that's how you say your name. Thank you so much. Vane, thank you so much. Tiny, thank you so much. Who else I had? Thank you so much. Easy, thank you so much. Taz, thank you so much to all of you. Thank y'all so much for being here this morning. I appreciate you. Let me take a look. Thank you so much, the real boss lady. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so much, Light Bright. Thank you so much, Spanky. Thank you so much, Queen Sean, because I got a couple of queens in here. Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much, the King. Thank you so much, BB. I know I got you. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. All right. Thank y'all so much. So y'all, I'm going to leave y'all with a little something. I did a little bit of the Titans groove early on, but I'm going to leave y'all with that on the way out. Y'all be blessed. Y'all be good. And y'all look for me, right? Now, here's the thing. Somebody said, well, Titan, how do we find you? All you have to do is type in Titan Capri on any social media, and you should find me. You should find me. Titan in the Morning, Titan Capri Experience. You should find me. Y'all come on in. And look, don't be a stranger. Come say hi. Send me a message. Talk to me, right? If you need anything, I know we may be in different states, right? Different places around the world. But if you need some type of support, things like that, I know somebody that knows somebody, right? And we can see what we can do with that. Until next time, y'all be great. Y'all be gravy. I brought my own table. This, y'all, this here is my table. And I thank you all for being at it. I thank you all for receiving the content that I've placed at my table. Until next time. Look, y'all, look. Y'all got me over here cheesing like an old Chester kid. Cheesing. All right, y'all, until next time. Can y'all hear me? Yeah. All right, y'all. So I had wrote, did all this good stuff, and then I got here and I was like, yeah, that's not it. My spirit said to do something different, and I'm going to do something different. What I want to talk about real quick is that being worthy. A lot of us are worthy because we think that's what worthy should be, right? But you're worthy to be loved. You're worthy to be yourself. You're worthy to be just who God made you. You are worthy. So tonight I want to do a little something that's worthy. If y'all would with me. A little audience participation. Can I get y'all? Yeah. All right. So I do this thing called the Titans Groove, right? Every Monday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, YouTube Live, Facebook Live. Just a shameless plug, real quick. Y'all come check me out. But what I do is this Titan Groove. And so what I want to encourage you to do tonight is to be worthy in your groove. Whatever your groove is, however you see it. If it's just a little sway, then let it be a sway. If it's a little funky, then let it be a little funky, however you want to do it, all right? Y'all gonna follow me, and then I'm gonna ask y'all to do something a little bit later in this, but it goes a little something like this, right? Titan groove. Sit ta 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 ta. Sit ta 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 ta. So ta 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 Yes, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Ah, I like that. All right, keep it going. I'm gonna ask something of y'all. Y'all gonna help me out? Yeah. All right. It's gonna go like this. Y'all follow me. I am, I can be, I will be. 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 I am,
I can be, I will be. Y'all got it? I am, I can be, I will be. All right, keep going.
I am.
Do it.
I can be.
All right.
I will be.
I'm going to add something in. Keep going.
I am. I can be. I will be.
Worthy.
I am. I can be. I will be.
Worthy.
I am.
That's it.
I will be.
Worthy. Come on.
I can be. I will
I see you moving in your seat. Come on. I can be.
I will be.
Worthy.
I am.
I can be. I will be. Worthy. I am. I can be. I will be. Worthy. Ladies and gentlemen, you are worthy. You are worthy to be loved. You are worthy to be beautiful. You are worthy to be heartfelt. You are worthy to be hugged. You are worthy to be sitting right where you're sitting tonight, receiving all of this. I want to thank you all for being worthy and making me feel worthy tonight. Peace and blessings.